Hello, welcome to Nina's Knots Crochet. I'm Lynanne. If you're new here, hi, thanks for stopping by, checking out my channel. My channel is all about crochet, a little bit about knitting, a lot about yarn, and my journey in the yarning community. Returning subscribers, hi, thanks so much for stopping back and spending a little bit of your Sunday with me. I do appreciate it. Today we're just going to show you some acquisitions, a little bit of happy mail, an update on a project, and a couple of finished objects. So I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. Those of you who did celebrate Thanksgiving, those of you who don't, I hope you had a great weekend. Anybody do any great Black Friday shopping? I didn't buy anything. I learned long ago not to go out with the crazies and to kind of do it all online. But I didn't even find any Black Friday deals online that I needed. I did participate a little bit in Small Business Saturday yesterday. Got a couple of Christmas presents. But nothing has jumped out at me. I did buy some yarn on Wednesday. If you watched Gary at Urban Yarns, you've got to watch his channel. If you don't know him, I'll link him below. He's fabulous. He's a knitter, and he does crochet, dabbles in some dyeing. He is uber talented. And he's Australian, so he has that little bit of Australian accent, but he lives in Canada. The man could read me the phone book and I'll sit and watch him on YouTube. I love his accent. There's something about an Australian accent that just is so cool. Anyway, check out Gary. He's worth it. But anyway, he got a box from Hirschner's with some yarn for him to check out, which that Bohemian collection from Hirschner's is beautiful. I'm really thinking about it. But I'm trying not to be, the fear of missing out. So I don't know. I'm going to hang out and just think about it for a little bit. But anyway, I did get some yarn, and he was given a code for his subscribers to get free shipping. So I used his code and got free shipping, and it has shipped. And when it gets here next week, I'll show you. But I did get a catalog in the mail from them, and their catalog is offering free shipping in the contiguous 48 states with the code JOLLY22, and it expires December 15th. So if you're, wanting to wait till you get free shipping, here's free shipping from Hirschner's. Excuse me. So anyway, that acquisition will come in next week. My first acquisition, my only acquisition this week, is I got a couple more books. This is just a basic Tunisian crochet stitch book by Petra Tornek Zimmerman. Got it on Amazon, and it's just basic stitches. It's not that great of a book, but it gives you enough to get some interesting stitches. This book, again, I'm kind of disappointed in it. They use the same pattern. Like, here's this shawl, and it's a cute shawl, but the exact same shawl pattern, they turned into a pillow using the exact same colors. I mean, really? Seriously? I want a shawl that looks like a pillow? I don't know. But again, this is just, I was looking for some inspiration. I want to become a creator. Not that there's anything wrong with following other people's patterns, but I enjoy the creative process. And so I'm looking for inspiration to take it to the next step. So that's what these two books were for. And I think I'm going to go ahead and I think there's 2 more volumes of this stitch book. I think I'm going to go ahead and get those too, just so that I have some kind of reference. Everybody needs a reference library, right? Speaking of library, I think I'm going to run down to my library this week and see if they've got any vintage books that might have some Tunisian techniques in it. I'm really interested in Tunisian. I think it makes a interesting fabric. I think it makes for interesting projects, and I like the process of Tunisian. I know people say it's slow, but I am enjoying it, and I think I want to explore it a little more and see what else I can come up with. So those are my acquisitions. My happy mail is this from Debbie, the Canadian Crocheter. This is an auction item I won from an auction with Billy, the Crafty Floridian. But Debbie, the Canadian Crocheter, made this beautiful bag. Look at the bottom fabric on this. Oh my God, this bag is so beautiful. If you don't know who Debbie, the Canadian Crocheter is, check her out. I'll link her below. She is another uber talented creator here on YouTube. She knits, she crochets, she makes these beautiful bags. She calls them her scrappy bags. She uses fabric scraps and turns them into works of art. And I am thrilled that I now own a Canadian Crocheter bag. But she's such a sweet person. She sent me a really nice card, and Debbie, thank you so much. The card was very sweet. But she's like, you needed something else. And so she sent me a skein of my precious yarnery yarn from Angela. I have Angela yarn. I am so excited about this. Look at this beautiful neon color with the stitch marker. This says on the back, the label says Chaos, 80% fine superwash, Highland wool, 20% polyamide, 225 yards, 100 grams of DK weight. Isn't that pretty? I'm so excited. I have Angela yarn. Angela, thank you. This is beautiful. It's soft. The colors are so vibrant and pretty. I don't know what I'm going to do with this, but for now, it's just going to sit here and look pretty, and I will look at it every day and wonder what I'm going to make with it. So, thank you, ladies. And Debbie, this is just beyond beautiful. You did a fabulous job. I can't wait to use this. It's perfect. So thank you so much. Update on a project. I know you all remember me talking about my not so ugly Christmas sweater that is a shrug done in Tunisian crochet. Well, I showed you the finished project and I ended up tearing it apart. It looked good on the mannequin, but it felt horrible on. I didn't like the sleeves. I liked the idea of the sleeves, but I didn't do them right. So I took it apart. I reverse engineered it. So I'm back to just, the big old square. Well, it's actually a rectangle. And I love this fabric. I love the way this is turning out. I love the texture in the gray and the flatness in the red and the green. I love how this, but it needs to be longer. The width is perfect. It covers my butt and it comes around far enough to cover the front, but it's not, where it ended to make the sleeves was too short. I needed to come down longer. It was too close to the elbow. It was making it just too uncomfortable. So I'm probably going to have to add another cake of the red and green and gray. So I think one more cake should do it, but I will have this done by Christmas because I really enjoyed this project. So that's going back on the hook. So back on the hook. along with, let's see, what else am I working on? A Christmas blanket for my husband and corner to corner, which is turning out beautiful. The pockets shawl that I'm making for my daughter using the crystal cakes, which, okay, let's talk about these crystal cakes. Everybody loves them, and it does make a beautiful fabric. I hate that yarn. It's so scratchy on my fingers when I'm working it. But you don't, in the fabric, when it's done, like, you don't feel it. But when you're working with it, it just, like, it scratches, and not a big fan. It's very pretty, and it makes a pretty fabric. I don't like working with it. And I don't like working with the hook I'm working with, so it's making it slow going. I got a Yarnology corded Tunisian hook. It's awful. I had to order some new hooks because this is awful, and it's slowing me down slower than I normally am. First of all, the head is too round. It's not pointed enough to get into the stitches. And that cord is so stiff and awful. And I've tried all the techniques. I've tried steaming it. I've tried, warming it up with my fingers. It's awful. So as soon as my new hooks come in, that one's gone. Then anyway, so I'm still working on that, and I'm working on my Nan's Next Knots, Luck of the Draw 6, which I'm thoroughly enjoying this project. I hope somebody does it again next season. I don't know how often they do it, but I really do like that. So anyway, back to finished projects. I did finish 3 of the 7 pillows that I'm going to make. This is pillow number 1. This is made out of the Premier Parfait layers. So it had all of this in one cake. Not a big fan of this one. It's super soft, and my granddaughter will love it. It's very soft and very squishy, but it's very stretchy. Very, very stretchy. So, but for what it is going to be, something that gets thrown around in the car and on the floor and in her bed, it's going to be okay. Because this can just get all chucked into the washing machine, and because it's 100% polyester, and it's perfect for a toddler. So pillow number 1. Pillow number 2. And this one is done in the Bernat crushed velvet that I picked up at Ollie's. Again, super soft, 100% polyester. It gets dirty from a toddler, throw it in the washing machine. And pillow number 4, or 3. 1, 2, 3. Yes, I can count. This is done using the Bernat Forever Fleece Finer that I got at Michael's. And this is just another soft, squishy, 100% polyester pillow that if it gets dirty from a toddler, chuck it in the washing machine. Pillow form and all, because the pillow form is just, polyfill, washable, dryable. So, perfect little nap pillow. So I got 3 done. I have 4 more to go. And they just take, a couple of hours to put those together, depending on what you're doing. I love the triangles, putting together the corner-to-corner triangles. I think that turns out really pretty. So I'm enjoying that process, and I'll have those whipped up in no time. Just a little reminder, I am going to be participating in Vlogmas this year. 25 days of me every day. I'm going to start December 1st. I have an advent calendar that we're going to open up. I'm going to be doing the Scraps of Love. I think that's what they're calling, a hashtag Scraps of Love with Nancy. She's Got Yarn Too, and Lynette Charmed Grammy Crochets. I'm going to be making a square a day and turning that into a Bogey Creek blanket. So if you want to join, grab your scraps and make a square a day with me and end up with a blanket. I know that Nancy and Lynette are doing join as you go. I'm not a big fan of that process. I don't know. I don't want to get frustrated by it. I just want to make the squares, sew them together, and make a blanket, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to join as I go. I know everybody says that's easier, but for me, it's not, and I'm not going to do it that way. But I am going to end up with a blanket by the time we're done. So if you want to join in, we'd be glad to have you join us. If you don't want to donate the blanket, you want to make it as a gift. It'll be done on, Christmas Eve. If you do 25 days with us, or 24 days, 25th day we'll put it together. So if you have to put 2 together a day, that's fine too. It's a quick way to get a gift done if you want, or to donate it to somebody local, or just to have maybe for a pet, who knows, whatever. But it's a fun little project to get involved with. So that's what's coming up here shortly. Just want to jump on and say thanks so much, everybody. I do appreciate it. Don't forget to check out my Facebook group page. That link is in below. If you want to be part of my Christmas card exchange, I'm taking, you email me your name, and I will send you a card, your name and address, and I'll mail you a Christmas card. I'm not expecting anything in return. This is just my way of, sending some holiday cheer. My email is linked below. Just send me your address and I will send you out a card. I need the addresses by December 15th so that I can get them out in the mail on the 15th, and then everybody will have them in time for the holidays. I know that Sam at Manfos Makes, she's participating in this Christmas card exchange. I think Lynette at Charmed Grammy is doing the same thing. So if you want some cards from some podcasters, get us your address and we will send it out with no expectation of a return card. We just want to send out some cheer and spread some holiday love and some appreciation for our subscribers. So send me your email or send me your address and I will send you a Christmas card. And with that, I am going to say thank you so much for stopping by. And until we can be together again, be kind to everyone.